In this world of fleeting interactions and instant connections, the idea of true, unwavering love is something many of us yearn for but rarely understand. Love can be complex, elusive, even intimidating. It can be gentle as a whisper or fierce as a storm. And when it's real, when it's deep, when a man truly loves you, he sees you for everything you are and everything you have the potential to become. The presence of genuine love is unmistakable. It transforms, strengthens, and elevates not just the person who gives it, but also the one who receives it. But what does it really mean when a man says he loves you? How can you tell if that love is true and lasting or just another passing phase? Today, we'll explore what it truly means when a man loves you. Not just in words, but in actions, in commitment, and the energy he brings into your life. There are signs, unmistakable signals that reveal the depth of his love. And if you know how to recognize them, they can guide you toward a bond that stands the test of time. You deserve a love that empowers you, one that builds you up, protects you, and sees you. This is not about fairy tale endings or unrealistic expectations. It's about understanding and recognizing the genuine love you've always deserved. This speech is not just for those in relationships, but for anyone who believes in love's transformative power. Maybe you've been in love before. Maybe you're still searching. Or maybe you're wondering if what you have is truly love. Regardless of where you are, understanding the nature of love can be a revelation, one that gives you the clarity to seek a relationship that nourishes you and lifts you higher. Stay with me as we uncover the layers of a man's love, what it means, how it's shown, and why it's so powerful. By the end of this talk, you'll be able to recognize love in its purest form and appreciate the profound beauty of being truly loved. This journey will reveal the essence of love that we often overlook. And you'll leave with a deeper understanding of what you deserve in a relationship. Love in action is about understanding that love is a verb, something we express and live through our daily actions, not just a feeling or a declaration. When a man truly loves you, his actions naturally reflect that love, and these gestures go beyond the romantic cliches of flowers or grand surprises. It's the quiet, intentional ways he supports, respects, and uplifts you that reveal the depth of his love. Love expressed in action is about consistency, commitment, and showing up in the relationship every single day, even when things aren't easy. When a man loves you, he isn't just present when it's convenient for him, he's present when it matters most. It's easy to be around when everything is smooth sailing, but true love shines when life's challenges arise. His actions speak for him in these moments, demonstrating that he's not only invested in the good times, but also in helping you through the harder times. He makes sacrifices, large or small, because he knows that love sometimes requires stepping out of his comfort zone. Whether it's staying up late to listen to you talk about your day or supporting you through a personal struggle, he finds ways to make sure you don't feel alone in facing life's ups and downs. A man who loves you in action also prioritizes your needs and well-being, sometimes even above his own. This isn't to say he neglects himself, but that he understands that love involves a sense of care and responsibility. He remembers the things that matter to you and tries to meet those needs, not as a way to win points, but because seeing you happy and secure brings him joy. He pays attention to the little details of your life, noticing when you're feeling stressed or if something is off. Maybe he prepares your favorite meal after a long day, or he steps in to help with responsibilities when he knows you're overwhelmed. This level of attentiveness and empathy goes beyond surface-level gestures and requires a deep understanding of who you are. Trust and transparency are also core to love in action. A man who loves you genuinely doesn't keep you guessing about his intentions. He communicates openly and honestly because he respects you and values your trust. He makes an effort to keep you informed and included in his life, sharing his thoughts, hopes, and even fears. This transparency is his way of building a safe, trusting space where both of you can be vulnerable and authentic. You'll find that he doesn't just tell you what he thinks you want to hear, he's honest with you, even if it means having difficult conversations. His goal isn't to maintain a perfect image, but to create a solid, trusting foundation where both of you feel understood and supported. Consistency is another hallmark of love expressed through action. He doesn't treat love as something that comes and goes based on his mood or circumstances. He understands that real love requires a steady presence. You won't feel like you're left wondering if he'll still be there for you tomorrow, next week, or even years from now. There's a reliability in his actions, a sense that he's someone you can count on. Someone who is committed not just to the idea of love, but to nurturing it every day. This level of consistency builds security in the relationship, making you feel safe to fully invest your heart. Love in action is also evident in how he respects your independence and individuality. He understands that true love doesn't mean controlling or restricting you. Instead, he encourages you to pursue your passions, goals, and dreams. He's genuinely happy to see you succeed and doesn't feel threatened by your independence. He supports your growth, cheering you on as you become the person you want to be. Rather than competing for attention or seeking to dominate your life, he sees your victories as his victories. This supportive approach reveals that he's not just in love with the idea of being with you, but he genuinely cares about your happiness, fulfillment, and personal success. Moreover, love in action shows itself in how he handles conflict and challenges within the relationship. He doesn't avoid difficult conversations or shut down when things get tense. Instead, he approaches conflicts with a mindset of resolution and understanding. He's willing to work through problems with respect and patience, knowing that it's part of maintaining a healthy, loving relationship. When he makes mistakes, he takes accountability and makes an effort to improve. This approach to conflict shows that he values the relationship enough to protect it, even when it requires humility and self-reflection. In essence, love in action is love in its most genuine form. It's about showing up, being reliable, and making the everyday choices that affirm his commitment to you. It's the respect he shows, the care he provides, and the way he makes you feel seen and valued. It's easy to say, I love you, but when a man truly loves you, his actions will echo those words long after they're spoken. Unwavering support is a cornerstone of genuine love, a profound force that goes beyond mere companionship or physical attraction. When a man loves you, his support is not conditional on circumstances or convenience, rather, it becomes a constant presence in your life. This kind of support means that he's truly committed to your well-being and happiness, even when it requires selflessness, patience, and sacrifice. He recognizes that love isn't just a feeling, but an active choice to stand beside you in all the moments that make up life, the joyous ones as well as the difficult ones. His support is a form of devotion, showing you that he's in this for the long haul. In practice, unwavering support is most evident in times of hardship, when you may be struggling with personal challenges, difficult decisions, or unexpected setbacks. Life can be unpredictable, and we all experience periods of self-doubt or fear. During these times, a man who loves you won't simply disappear or remain passive on the sidelines. Instead, he steps forward, offering a listening ear, encouragement, and strength. His goal is not to fix every problem you face or dictate solutions, but rather to stand by you, to understand, and to help in ways that empower you. His support creates a safe space where you feel understood, valued, and cared for, even when you're facing internal battles. This kind of support is deeply respectful, honoring your individuality and decisions. He doesn't seek to control or dominate your choices. Instead, he encourages you to pursue your dreams and aspirations, providing reassurance that he's there every step of the way. Even if you're venturing into unknown or difficult paths, he supports your journey with a genuine desire to see you succeed. When you reach for new goals or take on challenges, he offers both practical help and emotional reassurance, helping you believe in yourself even when you're unsure. This kind of love acts as a foundation for your growth, inspiring you to be your truest, best self without fear of judgment or abandonment. Unwavering support is also demonstrated in how he prioritizes your needs and well-being. He genuinely wants to see you happy and fulfilled, and he makes efforts to lighten your load whenever possible. It could be as simple as taking over certain responsibilities when you're feeling overwhelmed, or lending a helping hand during difficult times. He is attentive to what you need, showing empathy and care through actions that make a difference. Even if he can't solve every problem, he does whatever he can to ease your burdens and make you feel less alone in facing life's complexities. What's more, his support is not dependent on receiving anything in return. It's given freely out of love rather than expectation. He understands that relationships are not transactional, and his love doesn't hinge on what he might get back. This doesn't mean he disregards his own needs, but rather that he sees supporting you as something he truly wants to do. He finds fulfillment in being there for you because your happiness is important to him. This level of selflessness reveals the depth of his love, making you feel valued and secure, knowing he's there because he genuinely cares, not because he expects anything in return. Another powerful aspect of unwavering support is his patience. Relationships often face hurdles, and personal growth is rarely linear. When you struggle or make mistakes, a man who truly loves you doesn't judge or abandon you. Instead, he remains by your side, allowing you the space to grow and learn. He's patient with you in moments of self-discovery and healing, understanding that everyone needs time to become their best self. His support is gentle and non-judgmental, offering you the grace to navigate your personal journey without fear. This kind of patience is invaluable, as it shows that his love is not based on idealized expectations, but on a true acceptance of who you are. In difficult times, unwavering support is also revealed through his emotional presence. He makes an effort to be emotionally available and to create an environment where you feel comfortable expressing your thoughts and feelings. When you need someone to lean on, he's there to offer comfort without diminishing or dismissing your emotions. He listens attentively, understanding that sometimes you just need someone who will be present without trying to fix everything. This kind of emotional presence helps build a connection that is both compassionate and resilient, a bond where both of you feel understood and respected. Ultimately, unwavering support is a gift of love that few words can fully describe. It's his silent reassurance that you are not alone, a quiet promise that he will walk with you through whatever life brings. His support allows you to face challenges with confidence, knowing that there's someone who believes in you, even in your darkest moments. It's a form of love that doesn't waver with circumstances or fade over time, but instead grows stronger, proving itself again and again. Through his unwavering support, he shows that his love is not a fleeting feeling, but a lifelong commitment to be there for you, to see you through life's storms, and to celebrate your victories as though they are his own. Unconditional acceptance is one of the most powerful and transformative forms of love. When a man loves you with this kind of acceptance, he doesn't just love an idealized version of you or the parts of you that are easy to appreciate. He loves you entirely with all your strengths and imperfections without judgment or reservation. This form of love isn't dependent on you being perfect, fitting into a specific mold, or meeting any external expectations. Instead, it's a deeply sincere and personal commitment to embrace you exactly as you are through every season and every change in your life. In practice, unconditional acceptance means he sees and understands your flaws, but chooses to embrace them rather than attempt to change or criticize them. He doesn't try to reshape you to fit his preferences or ideals. Instead, he values you as a unique individual, recognizing that your imperfections are part of what makes you who you are. Everyone has aspects of themselves that they wish they could improve, or areas where they may feel insecure, and knowing that you're loved completely, even with these imperfections, is incredibly liberating. A man who loves you unconditionally gives you the gift of feeling secure in your own skin, knowing that his love won't falter because of your perceived shortcomings. This kind of acceptance also means he respects your personal growth journey, understanding that you are a constantly evolving individual. He doesn't hold you to the past or insist that you stay the same as when he first met you. Instead, he encourages you to grow and explore new parts of yourself, recognizing that change is a natural and healthy part of life. His love adapts as you grow, creating a relationship where you feel free to develop and pursue new interests or passions without fear of losing his affection or support. He accepts that who you are today may look different tomorrow, and he loves you through every phase of your life, trusting that your journey is uniquely yours. Unconditional acceptance also means he respects your individuality and your independence. He doesn't expect you to give up your interests, your beliefs, or your values to conform to his. He understands that a healthy relationship isn't about merging identities or suppressing personal ambitions for the sake of compatibility. Rather, he appreciates and encourages the parts of you that make you distinctly you. When you have different viewpoints or approaches to life, he doesn't pressure you to agree with him or mold yourself to match his perspectives. Instead, he listens, respects, and values your thoughts, creating a space where both of you can be yourselves without fear of judgment. Additionally, unconditional acceptance involves empathy and forgiveness. In any close relationship, there will be times when misunderstandings, mistakes, or even conflicts arise. A man who loves you unconditionally is able to see beyond the heat of the moment, showing patience and understanding even when things get tough. He doesn't hold grudges or keep a mental score of your faults or past mistakes. Instead, he practices forgiveness, understanding that nobody is perfect and that growth often comes from these challenges. When you stumble or fall short, he doesn't withdraw his love. Rather, he offers compassion and support, recognizing that every relationship faces difficulties and that it's the commitment to work through them together that strengthens your bond. Unconditional acceptance also manifests in how he interacts with your vulnerabilities. Everyone has insecurities or aspects of themselves that they may feel are unlovable. A man who loves you unconditionally doesn't shy away from these parts of you. He listens without judgment when you share your worries or fears, creating a space where you feel safe to be honest and open. He doesn't use your vulnerabilities against you or make you feel small for having them. Instead, he reassures you and reminds you of your worth, helping you see that you are worthy of love, exactly as you are. This level of acceptance can be profoundly healing, allowing you to let down your guard and be seen fully without fear of rejection. Unconditional acceptance also goes hand in hand with appreciation. It's not just about tolerating each other's differences or quirks, but actively appreciating them. He finds beauty in the unique way you see the world, and he cherishes the qualities that make you who you are. This appreciation is genuine and doesn't fade with time. He continues to recognize your worth, even in the daily routines and simple moments of life together. This love isn't based on conditions or as long as statements. It doesn't fluctuate with circumstances. It's a steady presence, showing you that you are loved for being yourself without needing to change or prove anything. Through unconditional acceptance, a man shows that his love is not a prize you have to earn, but a gift he freely gives. He accepts you not because he has to, but because he truly wants to. His love creates a space where you can be fully yourself, unguarded and authentic, without fear of losing his affection. This type of love doesn't just make you feel good, it gives you a deeper sense of peace and belonging, letting you know that you're cherished, respected, and valued as the person you are. His unconditional acceptance becomes a foundation for trust, intimacy, and a genuine connection that goes beyond superficial attraction or fleeting affection. It is a testament to the depth of his love, a love that endures and flourishes, accepting all that you are and all that you may become. Future vision in love means that a man not only embraces the present with you, but actively envisions a shared future. When he truly loves you, he doesn't just see your relationship as something temporary or casual. He imagines it as a long-term journey where both of you grow together. Future vision is about him taking thoughtful steps toward building a life with you in it. Not because he feels obligated, but because he genuinely wants you to be a part of his future. This kind of vision isn't just about making big plans like marriage or family. It's about the daily choices, conversations, and commitments that gradually reveal his intention to be with you for the long haul. A man with future vision considers you when he makes important life decisions. He thinks about how his choices, from career paths to lifestyle changes, might impact you in the relationship. He's not making decisions in isolation or treating the relationship as something secondary. Instead, he's mindful of how his actions today affect the possibility of a shared tomorrow. This doesn't mean he gives up his individuality or dreams, but that he takes into account how his path aligns with yours, showing that he sees the relationship as a partnership that requires consideration and respect for both parties. His vision is shaped by mutual growth, as he wants both of you to succeed, thrive, and build a life that supports both your aspirations. Future vision is also evident in the way he communicates about the future. He openly talks about things beyond the present, involving you in conversations about plans, dreams, and goals that stretch months or even years ahead. These conversations are a clear sign that he doesn't see you as just someone to share the present with, but as someone he wants by his side as life progresses. He talks about trips you might take together, the kind of home you might one day live in, or even how you might support each other's ambitions. His words and the topics he brings up demonstrate that he's mentally and emotionally invested in a future that includes you. This level of transparency builds a sense of trust and security, allowing you to envision a life together with clarity and shared intentions. A man with future vision also shows commitment by taking practical steps toward a life together. It's not just about expressing grand intentions, but making tangible efforts to lay the groundwork for a solid future. He makes an effort to integrate your lives in meaningful ways, whether that means introducing you to close friends and family, discussing financial or career plans, or even considering joint decisions that reflect both of your long-term well-being. His actions speak to his intention of building a stable foundation, and he approaches the relationship with an understanding that real commitment involves responsibility, planning, and a willingness to work toward common goals. It's through these thoughtful actions that he demonstrates he's serious about growing with you, creating a life where both of you can find joy and purpose. Future vision also means he supports your goals and dreams, recognizing that a healthy relationship involves two individuals who are both growing and evolving. He doesn't see his future as separate from yours. Instead, he encourages you to pursue your aspirations and works with you to create a future where you both can thrive. This may involve discussions about career moves, personal growth opportunities, or even changes in lifestyle that help both of you succeed. He celebrates your ambitions, understanding that your achievements only add to the richness of the life you're building together. This kind of support shows that he's not just invested in the relationship itself, but in the person you are and are becoming, reinforcing his commitment to being there with you in all stages of life. Another sign of future vision is his openness to planning for possible challenges together. Life is unpredictable, and a man with a true vision for the future acknowledges this reality by discussing how both of you might handle potential obstacles, whether they be financial issues, family matters, or unexpected changes in circumstances. He doesn't avoid or ignore the harder conversations. Rather, he approaches them with maturity and a problem-solving mindset. His willingness to tackle these topics reflects a genuine understanding that relationships are not only about celebrating good times, but also about navigating difficulties together. His approach reassures you that he's not afraid to face life's complexities with you by his side, and that he sees your bond as strong enough to weather any storm. He also invests time and energy into building memories that will last a lifetime. This could mean planning special trips, creating meaningful traditions, or simply being present for everyday moments that deepen your connection. These shared experiences aren't just about enjoying the present, they're part of the legacy he hopes to build with you. He understands that a life together isn't just about reaching future milestones, but also about creating memories along the way that you both can look back on with happiness and gratitude. This sense of purpose in creating shared experiences highlights his desire for a life together that's rich, fulfilling, and meaningful. In sum, future vision is about creating a life that's intentionally shared. It's the alignment of his thoughts, actions, and emotions toward a life that grows stronger with time. It's him seeing not just the joy of today, but the potential of tomorrow, and making daily efforts to bridge the two. When a man loves you with future vision, you feel a steady sense of direction, knowing that you're both working together toward a future that includes dreams, growth, and shared purpose. This love is rooted in a genuine, enduring commitment, a promise that transcends words and is made real through every small step toward building a life together. Emotional vulnerability is one of the deepest ways a man can show genuine love and commitment. When he allows himself to be emotionally vulnerable with you, he's opening up parts of himself that he might typically keep hidden from the world. Vulnerability doesn't come easily for many people, especially in a society that often encourages men to suppress or avoid sharing their feelings. So when he chooses to share his innermost thoughts, fears, dreams, and insecurities, he's placing a profound trust in you, revealing a side of himself that's raw and unguarded. This willingness to be open is a testament to how safe he feels with you, and it signifies that he values the relationship deeply enough to risk being truly seen. A man's emotional vulnerability is often expressed in small moments of honesty and openness. These are the times when he shares his anxieties, his dreams for the future, or even his regrets about the past. When he loves you, he's willing to let you see not only his strengths, but also his doubts and insecurities. He doesn't shy away from discussing his fears or admitting when he's unsure. And he's comfortable enough to be real with you about his struggles. This level of openness requires immense trust, as he's choosing to let down his defenses and risk the possibility of being misunderstood or judged. By allowing you into his inner world, he's signaling that he values a relationship built on authenticity, one where both of you can be fully yourselves without the need for pretense. Emotional vulnerability in love also means he's willing to share his pain and disappointments with you. Life isn't always easy, and everyone experiences moments of hurt, loss, or failure. A man who loves you doesn't hide his pain or pretend that everything is fine when it isn't. Instead, he turns to you for support, trusting that you will offer him understanding and compassion. This trust is a powerful aspect of emotional vulnerability because it shows that he sees you as a safe haven, someone who can hold space for his emotions without judgment. When he shares his hardships with you, he's not looking for someone to fix his problems. He's simply seeking the comfort of your presence and the reassurance that he doesn't have to go through life's challenges alone. This kind of vulnerability also extends to how he expresses his love and appreciation. Some people find it difficult to communicate their emotions openly, especially when it comes to love. But when a man loves you deeply, he's willing to make the effort to express his feelings, even if it feels uncomfortable or unfamiliar. He might tell you how much he cares about you, share the joy you bring to his life, or openly express how grateful he is to have you by his side. These declarations may seem simple, but for someone who is not used to opening up, they are significant. By expressing his love in words and actions, he's showing that he's willing to be vulnerable and honest about his emotions, choosing to let you know exactly how much you mean to him. Being emotionally vulnerable also means he's willing to communicate openly during conflicts or misunderstandings. Relationships naturally come with moments of tension or disagreement, and it's during these times that vulnerability can make all the difference. A man who is emotionally open with you doesn't shut down or build emotional walls when things get tough. Instead, he's willing to discuss his feelings, explain his perspective, and listen to yours. He's not afraid to admit when he's hurt or even when he's made a mistake. His willingness to address conflicts head on rather than avoid them demonstrates his commitment to maintaining a healthy, open relationship where both of you feel heard and respected. His approach to conflict resolution isn't about winning or losing, but about finding common ground and understanding each other on a deeper level. Another aspect of emotional vulnerability is his openness to personal growth and change. When a man loves you, he's often more willing to reflect on his own behaviors, recognize areas where he can improve, and even confront difficult truths about himself. This level of introspection requires vulnerability as it involves facing parts of himself that might be uncomfortable to acknowledge. But because he values the relationship, he's willing to do the work to grow and become a better partner. He understands that growth isn't a one-time achievement, it's an ongoing process. One that requires him to be open to feedback and willing to make changes for the sake of a stronger, healthier bond. His willingness to evolve for the relationship is a profound expression of love, showing that he's committed not only to you, but to becoming the best version of himself. Ultimately, emotional vulnerability in love means creating a space where both partners can be fully themselves without the need to hide or pretend. A man who loves you with vulnerability allows himself to be human in front of you, flaws, fears, and all. This creates a deep sense of intimacy that goes beyond surface level connection. When he's vulnerable with you, he's inviting you to see him as he truly is, not just the strong, confident exterior he may present to the world. He's showing you that he trusts you enough to let down his guard, and he's committed enough to the relationship to build it on a foundation of openness and honesty. Emotional vulnerability enriches a relationship by fostering trust, intimacy, and genuine connection. It's through these moments of openness that true love is cultivated, as both partners feel safe to share their inner worlds and connect on a level that transcends appearances or superficiality. His willingness to be emotionally vulnerable is a gift, one that creates a bond rooted in honesty, mutual support, and a shared understanding that love means showing up as your true self. This type of love is rare and precious, and it's the kind of love that has the strength to grow deeper and richer with time. Respect and trust are the bedrock of any meaningful, enduring relationship. When a man loves you deeply, these qualities are present in every interaction, guiding how he treats you, communicates with you, and envisions a future together. Respect is about honoring who you are as an individual, recognizing your worth and valuing your opinions, dreams, and boundaries. Trust, on the other hand, is about building a solid foundation of reliability, honesty, and emotional security that assures you both can rely on each other. Together, respect and trust create an environment where love can flourish, giving both partners the confidence to be themselves and the assurance that their connection is grounded in genuine commitment. Respect in a loving relationship is evident in his appreciation for your autonomy and individuality. He understands that you are a person with your own dreams, beliefs, and aspirations, and he values that rather than trying to change or control you. He supports your decisions and encourages you to pursue your passions, recognizing that a strong partnership doesn't require one person to dominate or dictate. Instead, he sees the relationship as a partnership where both of you bring unique qualities and perspectives to the table. Respect also means he listens to you, genuinely giving weight to your opinions and taking your feelings into account. When you express yourself, he doesn't dismiss or trivialize your words. Instead, he listens with an open mind, appreciating your thoughts and treating you as an equal partner. Trust, meanwhile, manifests in his consistency and reliability. He follows through on his promises, showing you that he can be counted on when it matters most. Whether it's a small promise like being there for an important event, or a larger commitment, like making long-term plans, he makes it a priority to be someone you can depend on. This reliability builds a sense of security in the relationship, helping you feel assured that he's someone you can lean on. Trust also requires transparency and honesty, and a man who loves you deeply understands this. He's open about his life, his thoughts, and his feelings, willingly sharing his world with you rather than hiding things or creating distance. This openness fosters a bond where both partners feel safe to be their authentic selves without fear of betrayal or misunderstanding. Respect is also reflected in how he treats your boundaries. A man who truly loves you doesn't push or pressure you to do things you're uncomfortable with, nor does he ignore your needs. Instead, he values your boundaries as an essential part of who you are. He understands that respecting your boundaries is a way of respecting you as a person. And he is mindful of your comfort levels in various aspects of life, from personal space to emotional needs. This respect allows you to feel safe in the relationship, knowing that you won't be forced into situations that compromise your values or comfort. His regard for your boundaries shows that he sees you as a partner with agency, someone whose voice matters and whose needs are equally important in the relationship. Trust also extends to giving each other freedom without suspicion. He doesn't feel the need to control or monitor you, nor does he jump to conclusions based on insecurity. Instead, he trusts in your loyalty and honesty, understanding that a healthy relationship doesn't need to be micromanaged or surveilled. This trust fosters a sense of mutual respect, where both partners feel free to pursue friendships, interests, and activities outside of the relationship without fear of jealousy or resentment. By giving each other the space to grow individually, he shows that he's confident in the relationship and in the love you share. This mutual trust empowers both partners to grow independently while remaining connected, strengthening the relationship as a result. Respect also includes recognizing and celebrating your achievements and strengths. A man who loves you truly wants to see you succeed, and he takes pride in your accomplishments rather than feeling threatened by them. He celebrates your victories as though they're his own, showing genuine happiness for the progress you make in your personal and professional life. This support is not only a sign of respect, but also a sign of selflessness as he prioritizes your happiness and success. His encouragement fuels your confidence, and his pride in your achievements reassures you that he values all parts of who you are, not just the role you play in his life. Trust, in turn, is also about handling conflict with maturity and empathy. Every relationship encounters disagreements, but a man who loves you handles these situations with respect rather than hostility. He doesn't resort to insults, dismissiveness, or manipulation during arguments. Instead, he approaches conflicts with a desire to understand and resolve issues. He trusts that you're both on the same team, and his goal is not to win the argument, but to reach a place of mutual understanding. This approach to conflict resolution demonstrates both respect for you as a partner and trust in the resilience of the relationship. By choosing open, honest communication, even during difficult times, he shows his commitment to working through challenges together, reinforcing the trust between you. Respect and trust also play a crucial role in intimacy, both physical and emotional. He values your consent, comfort, and emotional readiness, understanding that intimacy is about mutual connection rather than pressure or obligation. He creates a safe space where you feel respected and cherished, allowing for a level of closeness that deepens over time. This approach to intimacy is built on trust, showing you that he values your well-being and is sensitive to your emotional needs. By respecting your boundaries and trusting in the relationship, he allows intimacy to grow naturally and healthily, strengthening the bond between you in a way that feels secure and affirming. Ultimately, respect and trust are what transform a relationship from a temporary connection into a lasting partnership. They are the invisible threads that weave together every interaction, providing a sense of stability and comfort that allows both partners to flourish individually and together. When a man loves you with genuine respect and trust, he's not only honoring the person you are today, but also committing to build a relationship that grows stronger with time. Through this foundation of mutual respect and trust, he creates a love that is resilient, uplifting, and deeply fulfilling, a love that brings out the best in both of you and stands strong through every phase of life. Loyalty beyond convenience is a powerful aspect of love that speaks to a man's unwavering commitment to you and the relationship, no matter the circumstances. True loyalty goes far beyond just staying around when things are easy or enjoyable. It is the dedication to be present, supportive, and faithful even when challenges arise. When a man loves you with loyalty beyond convenience, he shows that he is committed to being there for you, not just when it's easy or serves his needs, but because he genuinely values the bond you share. His loyalty is constant, proving that he's not just there for the good times, but is willing to weather the inevitable storms alongside you. This kind of loyalty reassures you that his commitment isn't superficial. It's rooted in a deep, genuine love that remains steadfast regardless of external circumstances. Loyalty beyond convenience means he is committed to you during difficult or uncomfortable times. Whether it's dealing with external pressures like work stress, family issues, or unexpected life changes, he doesn't waver in his dedication. Instead of distancing himself or avoiding problems, he remains by your side, ready to support and help however he can. His loyalty shines through as he chooses to stand by you during moments of vulnerability, helping you feel safe and valued even when things are uncertain. This loyalty isn't about obligation, it's about his desire to be a reliable partner and his understanding that true love requires more than just being there for the good times. His commitment becomes an anchor that holds steady, showing you that you can rely on him no matter what life brings. His loyalty also shows in how he handles temptations and distractions. In today's world, where new connections are just a message away and distractions are everywhere, staying loyal requires deliberate intention and self-discipline. A man who loves you with loyalty beyond convenience does not entertain fleeting attractions or allow his attention to wander because he values your relationship too deeply to jeopardize it for something superficial. He prioritizes your bond over temporary satisfaction, understanding that loyalty is about staying committed to what you both built together. This loyalty assures you that he's not interested in other options because he genuinely values and respects you, and he sees your relationship as something worth protecting. His fidelity isn't just a passive act, it's an active choice to honor the love you share and safeguard it from anything that could weaken or damage it. Loyalty beyond convenience also means he is present emotionally, not just physically. He doesn't just show up out of routine or habit. He engages in the relationship with genuine interest, attentiveness, and emotional investment. He's there to listen to you, support you, and be involved in the details of your life, showing that his commitment goes beyond mere appearances. He takes an active role in understanding your needs, dreams, and struggles, making sure you feel heard and valued. Even during times when it may be challenging or inconvenient to be fully present, whether due to personal stress, time constraints, or external pressures, he still prioritizes being there for you emotionally. This emotional loyalty assures you that his heart is fully invested in the relationship, making you feel secure and valued. His loyalty extends to defending and protecting the relationship even when you're not around. He doesn't allow others to speak negatively about you, disrespect the relationship, or create doubts. Whether it's in casual conversations with friends or in situations where others might test his commitment, he stands up for you and the love you share. This type of loyalty isn't just about being faithful when you're together, it's about carrying that commitment with him in every aspect of his life. He honors the relationship in his actions and words, showing that his loyalty is woven into his daily choices. This protective aspect of loyalty gives you confidence that he respects what you both have ensuring that your bond is shielded from negativity or influence from outside sources. Loyalty beyond convenience also manifests in his patience and forgiveness. Relationships inevitably go through ups and downs, and no one is perfect. There will be misunderstandings, mistakes, and moments of frustration. A man who loves you with unwavering loyalty doesn't walk away or withdraw his commitment when conflicts arise. Instead, he is willing to work through challenges with you, showing patience and a willingness to forgive because he values the relationship too much to let temporary issues undermine it. He understands that loyalty includes standing by each other's side through growth, even when that growth is difficult. This loyalty to the long-term vision of the relationship means he's in it not just for what's easy, but for what's meaningful. His dedication to overcoming challenges together reinforces the sense of security and trust that keeps the relationship strong and resilient. Moreover, loyalty beyond convenience means he is proud of the relationship and willing to invest in it, regardless of what others might say or think. He doesn't hide his commitment or act differently when he's with different groups of people. Whether he's with friends, family, or colleagues, he represents the relationship with pride and respect. This loyalty shows that he is confident in his love for you and values the relationship enough to let it be an essential part of his identity. He isn't easily swayed by social pressures or external opinions. Instead, he's willing to stand by his choice to be with you openly and wholeheartedly. This kind of loyalty brings a sense of confidence and pride to the relationship, affirming that you are both building something worthwhile and significant. In sum, loyalty beyond convenience is about consistent, intentional commitment that doesn't falter when times get tough or when the relationship requires effort. It's an active choice to prioritize each other, even in the face of challenges or temptations, and to continuously invest in the love you share. When a man loves you with this level of loyalty, he's not only showing dedication to you in the present, but also expressing a profound commitment to building a future together. His loyalty becomes a pillar that strengthens the relationship, making you feel cherished, valued, and secure. This kind of loyalty is rare and deeply fulfilling as it provides a steady foundation for a love that endures beyond fleeting moments and stands the test of time. In the end, true love is about more than words or grand gestures. It's about how someone shows up for you, supports you, and cherishes you through every season of life. When a man loves you with unwavering loyalty, respect, trust, and emotional vulnerability, he is creating a safe, nurturing space where you can both thrive as individuals and as partners. His love isn't fleeting or dependent on convenience. It's rooted in a deep commitment to building a life together that stands the test of time. This love is patient, accepting, and steadfast, not swayed by challenges, but strengthened by them. It's a bond that grows richer with every shared experience, every act of kindness, and every moment of understanding. Such a love isn't perfect, but it's real and resilient, growing deeper with each step you take together. When a man loves you in this way, you know you are cherished, valued, and safe in the knowledge that this connection is built to last. This kind of love is rare and precious, and it's a gift to be honored and nurtured. So remember, when you find a love that respects you, trusts you, supports you, and stands by you unconditionally, you found something truly extraordinary. Cherish it, grow with it, and let it be a foundation on which both of you can build a beautiful, enduring life together.